the grandson of right thought. Welcome to the school of marvelous light, little flock. How you little lambs doing? All right. Good. Me too. All right. If I don't give it up, then love can't work through me. If I don't live it up, the truth cannot work through me. If I don't give up my own will, then I am not living lovingly, nor am I living truthfully. Though I may be saying that I am, though I may be thinking that I am, though I may be feeling as though I am not indeed. See, that's when we're taking, as the Bible says, the Lord's name in vain. When we do things that aren't according to the will of Abba Yah for our design. Now, he has said that he has made vessels. Now, I want y'all to hear that word. That means containers. Okay? He's made some containers. Those containers are what we call man. Okay? Now, that little can of pop you drink, it's a container you drink it of. How do you feel about that can? Is it very valuable to you? Or is it something you just crunch up and throw to the side? But the contents in it are what are valuable to you. That's why you make sure the seal is not broken and all of that stuff, right? All right then. Well, the same goes for these vessels that Abba has made. The flesh profits nothing, but the spirit profits all with all. Okay? So that means what we allow the spirit to do through us is profitable. See? What we allow the flesh to work in us is unprofitable. Period. You see? It's unprofitable, period. The flesh profits nothing. So now, the vessel has free will to choose. See? So when he pour in it, let's say some good wine, then it decides it wants to putrefy that wine and make it into nasty old wine and become a wine vessel fitted for nasty wine. You see? And Abba will say, okay, hold on. Let me clean you up. He puts you in the hot water. You're like, ah! He cleans you up, wipes you all clean. He says, you're a vessel for clean wine. Why you think you a filthy vessel? Oh, because I wasn't doing this right and I wasn't doing that right. So I just thought, well, why are you thinking? Why you thought what you thought about you? You thought you tall a putty tat, didn't you? You see? You thought you tall. Well, the vessel don't get to do no talking. It ain't profitable for the vessel to talk. See? And why? Because the person who made the vessel is the one who determines its value and what it's made for. He designed it, just like everything you see that is designed here. Do you think a phone is designed without a person's hand in mind? I like that rhyme. Ooh, like that. Do you think a phone is designed with a person's hand in mind? Of course it is. See? So the person who's designing it is designing it with that in mind. Well, he does that with you in your body, your vessel. He created it with a design in mind. See? A divine design in mind. We want me to turn into Dr. Seuss on y'all. But this what he got us saying right now. A divine plan when he made this vessel. And that's why he reminded us, why is the pottery talking to the potter? That's weird. Telling him what you made. I think I'm this. And the potter will let you go on and go around thinking you is that. Okay, I made you for this purpose, but you think you're for that purpose. All right, go ahead. Then you see it ain't working right for you. Why? Because you wasn't made for that purpose. So then you come on back to the designer and you say, what did you make me for? Lose your life and I'll reveal it to you. Lose that old life you were living thinking that you were a teacup when I made you into a wine flask. You think you're a damn teacup. You won't let nobody pour nothing in but a little inch of liquid into you. I made you to contain lots of liquid. What are you doing? I'm a teacup. Short and stout. He think he's short and stout, but he ain't. He a wine magnum, whatever you want to call that thing. So Abba says, okay, let me tell you what you is, but you got to give that life up. Okay, I give my life as a teacup up. There you go. A teapot. I mean, there we go. That's even better. A teapot. You giving your life as a teapot up, and you're gonna be used for what I made you for. Now he pours the wine in you. I hope you're listening. I hope you're listening. You see, I can't pour new wine into an old wineskin because it'll burst. It'll kapow. So I need to make it into a new vessel so I can pour a new thing into it. When the new information comes out of the caterpillar, the butterfly comes out, or in other words, manifests because of the new information being released inside of him. Well, the same happens with you. And when you become a butterfly, you don't have to worry about walking on the water anymore. You just fly. See? You don't have to crawl, Jacob, you worm. You don't have to crawl anymore. You just take off and take flight now. You see, because you released your ideals of what you thought you were. You let his will work in you. You trust that he loves you. If he made that caterpillar able to grow some wings and fly off as a butterfly, you don't think he cared enough for you to give you some wings so you can feel free? You think he just made you this worm, huh? Oh no. Don't forget, little flock, the scripture says that we shall put off this mortality, oh boy, and put on immortality. Now, how do you do that? You do it by faith. You give it up. You take no thought anymore for that fleshly dude. You don't care about that guy anymore. You don't give him what he's asking for. And why? Because it's unprofitable, it say. It ain't no profit in doing that. It ain't. So we become a new vessel so that we can get the new life. See, the new life in Christ, in truth. Can Christ die? Alrighty then. See how your fear just goes away? Whatever, I mean, I can't die. That's right. Now I step out on faith, believing that. That's all, folks, for a lot of people. But we gonna stay. That's why we the little flock. We gonna follow the lamb wherever he goes. Even if it look a little hairy-carry, even if it look a little skeptical, even if it look a little weird speared, I don't care. Just keep following him. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming and just keep swimming like Dory. You just keep on going and we gonna get to the destination. It ain't no doubt about it because the head honcho is leading the way. The good shepherd. He ain't a bad shepherd. He never said he was a bad shepherd. He said, I'm the good shepherd. So since we believe that, we just follow him like little lambs do. We can't be as the lamb. Think about it. You can't as the lamb be thinking, shepherd, dude. I don't think it's a good idea that we go down that way because according to my little calculations with my little sheep brain here, I think that wouldn't be a good idea. Well, you don't know what the shepherd know, do you? Nor do you have that staff in your hand that shepherd has. Nor do you have a shepherd bag on your hip with 5 smooth stones and a sling on your hip. You see? So you don't even worry about it. You just go, all right, go this way. Okay. Okay, now go that way. All right. Oh, you said I'm going too far off that little cliff. Don't go that way. Oops. Okay. That's called repenting. That don't mean you did nothing wrong. It just means you was a sheep. That's what sheep do. Think about the little wind-up toy. And it has little feet that can walk. Well, if you wind the feet up nice and tight, and then you aim it on the edge of a table, facing the edge of the table, it'll walk and walk and walk, and then it falls off. So when the walking happens and you're walking off the path, Abba, like that little toy that's wound up going the wrong way, Abba grabs you and turns you the other way and brings you back to the path. When you call out and say, "Save me, I see a cliff coming," because you can't stop yourself from walking off. I told you, you wound up. See? You wound up by somebody else that wound you up off the path. And you wound up off the path with a wound on you. With a wound. Y'all get it? With a wound on you. You wound up. You ended up getting wound up and ended up with a wound. And a wound make a big old frown. We don't want no frown. We gonna flip that frown upside down and make it into a big old smile. See? That's what we gonna do. We gonna make it a smile. S-M-A-H. A smile. Because we don't want no wound. We want a smile. All right? But that's what's gonna happen. That's all he trying to get you wound up to do, to get a wound. We don't want no damn wound, so we ain't getting wound up. We stand on a path that Yahusha got us on. He be like, "Come this way." "Oh, I hear your voice loud and clearly." And every time we hear his voice, we rejoice. He could be correcting the mess out of us. We're just so happy to hear his voice. We're like, "Oh, snap, that's right. You said you were correcting me. Okay, let me listen. I'm sorry, I'm a little excited that you're just even talking to me right now. I'm sorry, I have like some starstruck. Sorry, but go ahead." That's how it be for real. You be so starstruck, you be like, "What? I mean, you found it in your grace to lift me up to this place where I'm walking with you and talking with you? I mean, I'm so flabbergasted by that. I didn't hear anything. I'm sorry. You said, 'Hear ye him.' I'm listening now." Had to get over the majesty that came over me, looking like an anime dude with my eyes all glossing all out with the exclamation points above my head. Y'all feel me? So it's just that reminder that it ain't no skin off your back to give up your life. It ain't nothing scary or fearful about it. It just seemed like it. Just like all that stuff we do. I remember when I first got my motorcycle, y'all, I had bought a Gixxer, right? I was so excited because I had this extra money. All my bills was paid. I had savings and I had got some extra money from, a profit sharing check. I'm like, "Ooh, yeah. I got some extra stacks, so let me buy a motorcycle." Well, I didn't know how to ride a motorcycle at the time. See, I hadn't been in no motorcycle school, no training, no nothing. And mind you, the motorcycle I got the brakes didn't work. The brakes on the front didn't work. It had a rear brake that occasionally worked. But the bike was so nice, and I was like, well, I can fix those little minor issues. I'm gonna buy it. So I bought it. Mind you, I can't drive it. And it's winter time when I bought it. So I'm like, how am I going to get this thing home? Well, I drove over there with another person. They ended up driving my truck back, following me while I'm on this motorcycle in the winter time. Riding it home, getting it so I can put it in my garage until the winter's over and the summer comes. You see this stuff? But I'm so hype and so happy about having this motorcycle. Well, when I first got on it, I didn't know a doggone thing. I'm like, I don't know how to switch, none of this stuff. But I eventually figured it out. Oh. And then here I am flying up the freeway with no helmet on or no gear or nothing. I'm just flying up the freeway with some sunglasses on. So the thing you were all timid and afraid when I first got it, I was so heart beating and everything because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I faked it till I made it. The guy that I sold it to me was like, "Dude, I don't think I should sell you this because I don't think you know how to ride a motorcycle." I said, "I do. I know how to ride." He's like, "You sure?" "Yeah." Now that wasn't true. I lied. See how we be? You see what I mean about when you go on your own will, you're not living in truth and love. I just proved it to you. I wasn't living in truth and love. I lied to the man. Yeah, I know how to ride. I didn't know a dadgum thing. And I'm lucky Abba didn't cause me to fall and kill myself riding that motorcycle in Detroit through the winter with ice on the road. With the tore up ass roads. Y'all feel me? So now, back to the point. That's how it is when you do everything. The same feeling on a motorcycle, same feeling when you was on a bike as a kid. The same feeling when you was on a skateboard trying to do that trick off them stairs. The same thing. You couldn't do it. You was scared. You was falling. You was getting towed up. And then all of a sudden you got to where you could do it with ease. You could do tricks and everything. Well, that's us on top of the water. Once you give your life up, you've learned to do it for a while. Your faith increases. You start doing tricks on top of the water. You start having to dance off with Yahusha on the water. You just do. You start dancing. You start moonwalking. You start having fun. And that's how he wants it to be. He said, my yoke is easy and light. The journey, in other words, is easy and light. It is. You just have to deny yourself. Let him deny himself and take up his cross. Oh my goodness gracious. I just want you guys to really hear this. Sorry to make it sound all suspenseful. To really hear this. It's a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory Oompa Loompa song or something. But look, this is the case. When you give it up, it gonna seem fearful at first. But it ain't gonna be once you see that his life start living through you. Wait a minute, this is better. And that's gonna come with fear because you're gonna say, well, what am I gonna eat? What should I wear? Now, all of this stuff that he told you that you're gonna worry about has to do with your body, see? It has to do with taking care of your body. Take no thought. I'm gonna remind you. Like I had to be reminded a whole lot of times, guys. I sure did just recently have to get reminded of this. Take no thought of man, your body. It's vanity. It ain't shit. It's nothing. I just had to say it 4 or 5 different ways so I can make sure I got it to myself. It ain't nothing. It ain't shit. It's vanity. It's dung. It's nothing. Okay. Now that that's squaring out of the way, then what is valuable? Abba is valuable. That's all you need to know. I am is valuable. That's his name. I am is valuable. He's all that matters. If he wasn't, then he wouldn't have told Moses to tell the children of Israel that's who he was. But that's who he said he was. And in him was life. I am. Not my will. I am this and I am that. I am this. Yes, I'm a businessman here to give you a nice deal on a sale. Abba? Abba didn't never say that. You've made his house a den of thieves. See how it working? Abba never said he was a salesman. Abba never said he was a tax collector. Abba never said he was a physician of man's sort. Abba never said he was a fisherman of man's sort. His occupation is different. You see, his work is different. And his work is life. That's what he is in the business of. Abba's in the life business. He's in the life-giving business, isn't he? If you do this, your reward will be eternal life. Well, that sounds like the life-giving business. Now, what I got to do to get that eternal life? Give up your life that you currently have. Wait, huh? That's only the life that I have ever known. No, it ain't. I knew you before I put you in your mother's womb. So if you weren't somebody before you were in your mother's womb, then how did I know you? Oh. Abba about to skeedly D on me, ain't he? Yep, he sure already is skeedly D. Look at him. All right then. So let's bring it back to the truth. That we can't get around these simple things, my brethren. We can't. We all gotta deny ourselves. Now what that mean? That mean when your body starts asking for something, you have to deny it. You have to deny it. You hear me? You can't go giving it, because if you give it, then it gon' flip. And we don't want it to flip. See? When it flip, he get long old teeth coming down. He get his clown face start to changing and shit. We're like, hold on, it don't flip. What happened to the friendly looking guy that was laughing? What happened to him? Don't flip. So that's what happens to you. You just getting tricked. That's all it is, and enticed. It's that same serpent that been trying to fool us since the beginning. He just trying his old little wiles that he's always tried. Looky here. You look down at your feet down in the water. There's some beautiful woman under the water looking like mermaid, looking like Halle, whatever her name is, the new Little Mermaid, looking like her swimming through the water, singing a beautiful song. You're like getting mesmerized. You're looking at her in the water like, oh my gosh, I've never seen anything so beautiful. Yes, you have. Look back at your master. Take your eyes off of the Little Mermaid down there, not that Ariel. We don't want you looking at that Ariel. We want you looking at the true Ariel. If y'all know what Ariel means, it means Lion of God. We want you looking at the true Ariel, not that one down there in the water, the one that walks on the water. That's the Ariel we want you looking at. Do y'all follow, little flock? Y'all hear me today? That's where we want to be, walking in truth and in love. And Yahusha walks on the water. He's walking in truth and love. That where I am, there you may be also. I shall make you fishers of men. So let me get this right. You chose us out of the water. You picked us up, stood us on the water with you. And then now you have made us able to reach our hands down in the water and pull others up into the surface so that they can walk on the surface of the water. Or look at it like this. Coming out of Piscean age into the Aquarian age. That means being pulled from the water and pulled up out of the water into the air so that you can walk on the water. He said, you'll meet me in the air. Why? Because you're in water. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Abba. What that woman with the alto? Oh yeah. You see? Drowning. Got me drowning in deeper, deep waters. Got me drowning in deep water. Y'all hear that? Got me drowning in deeper. We want to come up out of that, see? And be pulled out of that and make us fishers of men and pull them out so they can breathe. Woo, I was drowning. Whew. Man, I was towed up. All alone. I was looking for some comfort I could find on my own, with no direction. Feeling down. My life was headed for destruction till you turned me around. When I was in that water, nothing ever had been able to ease me. Nothing could ever please me. It only pleased me less when I was down in that water. But then I think about the love that you gave me and how everything I did wrong, you forgave me and you gave me rest. So Yahusha, lead us to rest. Sweet Lord, lead us to rest from our burden here. Lead us to rest. The relief I found from the burdens that weigh me down. Lead me to rest. Lead me to rest. What a comfort. What a deal. When I consider what you offered me, how can it be real? What should I offer in return? When the value of your blessings no one could ever earn. Then you tell me that I'm really forgiven. Then you tell me that I'm really forgiven. I got a reason for living. And you made it so clear. I'm supported when the devil would charm me, protected from the evil that harms me. and you gave me rest. Y'all hear? So lead us, Yahusha, and be in us as we give up our lives, believing that if we give up our lives, that this mortality will be swallowed up. It'll be a sacrifice that is swallowed up in victory. So we march on forward. March with us. March with the 2 sticks that are in the hand of Abiyah. March forward. March on. Onward and upward, brothers. Silouan.